Alright, so I forgot to record on A, but there it is. So on B, 17 pi over 4, is that on my unit circle?
No.
Nope. So we're going to have to subtract the full circle. So I'm going to subtract 2 pi. Remember, we just said that 2 pi, use the same denominator and then double it for the top. So it'd be 8 pi over 4. So subtract 8 pi over 4, I get, which is not on my unit circle. So I'm going to subtract another one and I get
5 pi.
pi over 4, which is on my unit circle in the first quadrant there, and it has an ordered pair of
square root of 2 over 2, square root of 2 over 2.
and we know r is 1 because it's on the unit circle. Cosine is x over r. What is x?
Square root of 2 over 2.
Good. Over r is 1, which is
Square root of 2 over 2.
good. All right, on C, negative 9 pi over 2. Is that on my unit circle? No. So let's find its coterminal angle. So it's negative, so we're going to add 2 pi. Well, 2 pi is over. Remember, use the denominator in the problem and double it for the numerator. So 4 pi over 2. That's what, negative 5 pi over 2. Add another 2 pi. So that's negative pi over 2. Some of y'all know where that's at, but I'm going to go ahead and keep going. If you know where it's at, you can use that. So add 2 pi, and we get 3 pi over 2. It's on my unit circle. It has an ordered pair of
270, 0, negative 1.
good. It's on the unit circle, so we know r is 1. Tangent is y over
Wait, wouldn't r over
x. Y is negative 1. X is 0. And so negative 1 over 0 is undefined. All right, in D, negative 29 pi over 6, again, is not on my unit circle. It's negative, so it's too small, so I'm going to add 2 pi. And remember, 2 pi, use the same denominator, double it for the numerator. So it's 12 pi over 6. So that's what, negative 17 pi over 6. Still too small. So negative 5 pi over 6. Still too small. So we get 7 pi over 6, which is on my unit circle. It's in quadrant 3, and it has an ordered pair of
Negative a squared of 3 over 2 and negative 1/2.
and since it's on the unit circle, you know r.
So is it always going to simplify to something on the unit circle?
Not always, but for now, yes. All right, so sine is what in terms of x, y, and r?
Y over r.
All right, so my y is negative 1/2, r is 1, which gives us
Negative 1/2.
negative 1/2. Do you see how on A, B, and D, because they involved the r in it, that it was just the x or the y value? Just like we said at the beginning of the notes here. All right, so there's that example.